But we must come together now for the glory of Athens!
Glory for you!
Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Pericles.
Hello guys, it's Outwardyappr here again with another video for Assassin Creed Odyssey. I know it's been a while, but this here is the 4th episode in the story mission. Yeah, I'm just in the state of Attica and we just have to go and rescue Pericles. Kilinon has gone a little bit crazy here. He has stirred up the crowd, so I'm just gonna go ahead and meet with Pericles.
Stay back!
She's no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Cassandra.
Welcome, Cassandra. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about. They're afraid. Cleon indulged their fear.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Cassandra you'd invite her to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If she's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see her as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Cassandra, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
I'm looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediochos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There's an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Metiochos. You said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally. He's one of my most loyal friends.
Phidias? The famous sculptor? What did he do, exactly?
He stands accused of multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close guard at his workshop.
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist Anaxagoras and another man, on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
So this quest, this is just the first part of the 4th episode. Welcome to Athens, and I've completed that, so that's done. I spoke to Pericles, so that's wonderful. So everything went well here. So we just got a multiple of quests we gotta do to kind of gain his trust, and because we've been invited into the symposium. So I'm just gonna pull up my quest here and show you exactly which 3 quests. So first of all, we got the venomous encounter. So we gotta go to the estate and we gotta meet with this guy here. Escape for Athens. We gotta meet with the sculptor and help him escape, right, Athens, and do it with a level of discretion. And also ostracized. This is the vote here, so we gotta talk to Pericles' contact. So the closest one I'm gonna do here is the venomous encounter. So let me just head over there first. It's not too far away. Okay, so I'm in the estate right now, so we managed to get in. I had to jump in from the roof, and I'm gonna meet with...
Hurry! Kill the snakes before it...
Kill the snakes, yeah, so that's fun. Get rid of the snakes here quickly. So they look like they tied him up here, so I'm gonna free him.
Let be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
That was funny.
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
That doesn't sound too good.
Do you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Okay.
Yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
I'll track them down, Metiochos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
So we're able to save Metiochos from the snakes. It looks like he was set up by Cleon. This is the other guy that was at the rally here. So one of his thugs, well, he has some thugs supposedly tie up Metiochos, and they tied him up in his house, surrounded him by snakes, and we just have to head over to the attackers, the home of the attackers, and see. So I'm heading there now. So let's just see if I could just take this.
There has to be a clue around here somewhere.
Okay, so we're gonna do some investigation here. Snakes. So that's one part of it.
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos.
So basically, they said they have the snakes, the same one that was meant to kill Metiochos, right? So that's one part of it here, one part of the investigation done. So there's a couple more we gotta do.
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident.
That's a shame though. Real shame. So there's one more part of the investigation we gotta do.
It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. Proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiojos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city, because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
So it looks like the snake dealer sold the snakes over to these guys here, telling them that they want to take back the city from the elites. And Cleon was part of that. So Metios was the politician they targeted. So right now, so I was able to spare the villagers here. So there's no need to kill them. I mean, you know, the better thing for them to do is to work together and rebuild their village instead of focusing on what the politicians think. So that's all done. So I'm heading over to the snake dealer right now. I'm gonna see if I'll be able to take this guy out. He's in his tent. So I'm gonna use oops. He's full of snakes all over the place. I just don't want to alert this guy, right? He's sleeping here. Okay, so see, I take him out.
You'll feel the sting of my
Give him an overpower attack. Nice strike, just keep on hitting him, pounding him. Another overpower attack should take him out.
You can't stop me.
So give me a Fury of Bloodline here, and I'll take out the poisoner.
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
There you go. So this is all done. So I'm gonna talk to him right now.
Our situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
So that's one task done. So we have completed one, so we should have two. So I'm just gonna pull up my quest log here very quickly. And the other one is escape from Athens. So I'm gonna go and meet with the sculptor. So I'm gonna head inside now. I'm gonna meet with the sculptor inside. Talk to the sculptor and see what he has to say.
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
He sent me to get you out of Athens.
So he knows about the plot.
You mean the trial? From what I've seen, you don't stand a chance.
Ha! The people love me. I am the Phidias. But there are others. Look.
Malaka. It isn't the trial Pericles is saving you from. These are instructions to murder you. Who wrote this?
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial, the people are against you, and now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together!
Yes, of course.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
You and Pericles seem close.
For Pericles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Any clues he has of the cultists' identities, I want them.
Yes, anything. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't think you could attack one of us and get away with it, did you? Come on and fight!
So guys, I did meet Phidias at his shop here, and he's a sculptor. There's people want to murder him actually, and the people I want to murder in here is the people that are part of the cult. So we have to take him to the island of Seriphos. Fortunately, I'm just gonna pull up my map here. Fortunately, I was able to go around all the islands here, and Seriphos is the island right here. So this is where I have to take him. So it's just a matter of me fast traveling there, and bam, he's there. So let me go ahead and deal with this guard here. See if I can take him out quickly. Right? I did a nice rush assassin attack and do a quick strike, and he's done. So he's taken care of. So I'm gonna head out now. So we're meditating now, so we're gonna shift it from day to night, which means I can meet Phidias and take him over to Seriphos. Right, so he's right on top of here. So what I'm gonna do is probably just fast travel.
I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Seriphos while we still can.
So we're on the island of Seriphos, so I brought escorted Phidias there to meet his friend.
Alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
So I've rescued Phidias here, brought him to his friend Theras. I brought him over to his friend, and it also gave, because I did that, it gave me a clue for the cult of Cosmos. So we got a clue, so I'm gonna pull up my cultist menu here very quickly. and it popped up a clue, and this is this guy right here. And I can unveil who this guy is, or lady.
Life and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
Bryson, he's part of the Delian League, so I could mark him if I wanted to mark him, but I want to see if he's gonna be in Attica, right? So if he's gonna be in Attica, that'll be great. Oh, look, he's right here. Right, he's on the island here, or Salamis. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish off this quest here first and foremost, right? And once I'm done with this here, I'm going to take care of the cultist mercenary. So let me just fast track. Right, I'm back in Attica right now, and I'm just gonna complete the third of the multiple quests. Ostracize. I'm gonna talk to Pericles' contact. And they are right outside here, so let me just talk to him right now.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there was an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
So what we have to do, guys, is we have to switch the vote. Gotta switch it over and take the real vote. So we just have to switch the bag. So it's just me getting past the guard here to get that done. So I gotta reach the building. So I'm gonna head over there now. Right now, so I've reached the Logismos building. Right, in Agori. Enter the building and switch the votes. The ostracized votes here, so I'm just gonna try and do it as quietly as possible without being noticed here, or without killing anybody here. So let me see if I could do this. I'm going to be on the top floor, so I'm going to enter here. Okay, so let's see where they are. Okay, so they're here. Nope, I don't want to kill nobody. So I'm going to kind of go around here. Jump on the outside. Jump back in here. Creep down. Here is the box. So I put the fake ostraka in. I'm going to... I took the real ostraka out.
I should let Pericles' contact know.
Okay, so I was able to get both of these votes in and out, so I just need to escape. So I got one on the top floor, the second one's on the bottom floor. So you can see I could sneak out quickly.
Hey, stay right there.
So I'm gonna head back to Pericles' contact. So now I'm back here, guys. I've actually took the real ostraka and switch them with the fake ostraka. So now I'm going back to the Pericles' contact with the real ostraka and give it over to him.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
That was quick. That was quick. So they have the fake ostrakas there. So let's see what's going to happen.
Overwhelmingly, the people have decided that Anaxagoras should be ostracized from Athens.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue.
Socrates!
It's more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Cassandra.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
I can't be paid in knowledge.
That's right. I choose drachmae.
Driven by the desire for wealth.
That's
But
right.
money is the one thing people need.
Many believe they need more than they actually do.
And others have to risk everything just to survive.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmae, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
How did he know I'm the reason?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this? Or you, for simply sealing his fate?
Tricky question.
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about.
Tricky
My
question.
own.
Then
That's
I
right.
also think about today, about Anaxagoras, about choice.
Anaxagoras.
There you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
Socrates.
That's everything.
So that's everything. All the multiple quests are done.
What these Athenians know about my mother?
So I'm going back to Pericles' symposium and see exactly what he knows about Cassandra's mom, right? And hopefully she'll get some answers. So we're heading there right now. So we're back at Pericles' home. So let's just see what he has to say. So it looks like the symposium has started.
Cassandra, it's you!
It's Phoebe. Phoebe's here.
We'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmae working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmae for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
So I met with Phoebe here, my friend from Capolonia, and she was able to get from Capolonia to Athens because she was actually born in Athens, which is an interesting piece of information here. So she sneaked on the ship, she got into Athens, she was the head of a gang trying to cheat somebody that has a great influence, and now she's ended up working, well, she actually got employed by her, so that's great. So now I'm heading into the Symposium now. I'm going to speak to this guy here.
Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Interesting.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example.
Alcibiades.
And don't drink.
Interesting character.
So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
So guys, this video here has gone a little bit long. This is the episode 4 for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the story. It started off with the Welcome to Athens quest, which I have done. So I also had to go and talk to Pericles. He was there with Cleon, which is his soldier in command. And he was at a rally and he kind of got stoned and thrown. Well, it's not stone, I stand corrected. But rotten fruit was thrown out at Pericles. They did not seem to trust what he was saying. So I had to do a couple of deeds for Pericles, which I've already done. And so I'm back at the symposium here. And there is a few multiple quests I gotta do. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna stop this video here. And I'm gonna do another video continuing with this quest. So like I always say, guys, thank you for your support. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video, continuing with episode 4 of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.